Hi, I'm Yvonne Kelly with Easter Seals of Greater Houston's High School High Tech and Ramp programs. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe and healthy. I know that these are very difficult times for all of us. We're also getting used to working from home and doing our online schoolwork. Hopefully this will pass soon and we'll be able to get back to our normal routines. In the meantime, I have some information I want to share with you about interviewing. I have some good interviewing tips and some examples that I'm going to share with you today. I hope that you will take this information and use it and practice while you're at home during this time. And then when this is all over with and we are able to get back into our communities, you guys can take your new interviewing skills and put them to good use in actual job interviews. So let's get started. What determines success in an interview? 45% is packaging. Packaging is how you present yourself overall, your resume, your application, and your appearance. 35% is responsiveness. That is how you respond to the questions during the interview. Remember, this includes verbal and nonverbal communication. Experience only counts for 10%. Remember, employers value attitude and enthusiasm over experience, so don't be discouraged if you have little job experience. Miscellaneous accounts for 10%. That's everything else, including the mood and the tone of the interview. There are several things you need to do to prepare for your interview. One is research. It's important to research the company and the position you're applying for. It will show that you are genuinely interested in working for that company or obtaining that position. Another thing is practice. It's important to practice. The more you practice, the more comfortable you'll be in the interview. Practice with friends, parents, siblings, or in front of your mirror. Also, prepare an elevator speech or a 60-second commercial. Another thing is materials. This includes the things you should bring with you to the interview. Take a folder or portfolio with your resume. 3 to 5 copies is best. A completed application and references. Also, a list of possible questions or any notes you have taken about the company. Oftentimes, the interviewer will ask you if you have any questions. Here are some sample questions. Also, take a pen or a pencil to write down the interviewer's name and other important information. Another thing you should be prepared for is the timing of the interview. It's important to get to the interview 10 to 15 minutes early, not earlier. You should map the route ahead of time and take traffic and construction into consideration when planning your travel time. It's important to leave extra early if you are unfamiliar with the location. If you arrive very early, you can wait in your car or outside. Don't bring anyone with you to your interview. If you get a ride there, have them wait outside or in the car. Another very important thing to consider is your appearance. You should dress professional. Dress one step above the position you're applying for. Here are some tips for both men and women to follow regarding appearance. What's wrong with these interview looks? What about these looks? Are these more appropriate? How could these be improved? It's showtime. It's time for your actual interview now. It's important to make a good impression, so be polite. It's important to have good manners. Also, remember your nonverbal communication. That's your body language. It says a lot. Here are some tips that you can use during your interview. Be sure to shake the interviewer's hand. Use the interviewer's name. Introduce yourself. Don't sit until you're invited to. Sit up straight. Speak clearly and don't mumble. Smile. Stay upbeat and positive. Make eye contact but don't stare. Take your time responding and stay relaxed. Answer questions in complete sentences, no one-word answers. Getting to know you. The interview will likely start by asking you, "Tell me a little bit about yourself." It is a very common interview question. This is your opportunity to shine, but not tell your life history. You can begin by telling about yourself as it relates to the position you're applying for. You can mention your education, your interests, any activities or clubs, any related volunteer work or experience, and skills and strengths that make you a good fit for this position. Here are some of the most commonly asked questions. What made you apply for this position? What are some of your strengths? What is your biggest weakness? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Why did you leave your last job? Tell me about the worst boss you ever had. Do you work better alone or as a team? Read over these questions. I have given you some tips as well as some sample answers. Here are several more commonly asked questions for you to think about. How will you answer? Prepare your answers and practice them. It is important to be prepared for all kinds of scenarios. There may be a time when you are asked inappropriate questions. How will you respond? Hopefully, you will not be asked any of these questions. Federal law makes discrimination based on race, color, nationality, gender, age, disability, or religion illegal. Here are some inappropriate questions you should not be asked. Are you married? Are you divorced? How old are you? Do you go to church? What political party do you support? Have you ever been arrested? Here are some sample answers to inappropriate questions. Hopefully, you'll never have to use these. In conclusion, the interviewer may ask you if you have any questions. See the questions mentioned above in the material section. It's important to continue to smile. Thank them for the interview. Say something like, I look forward to hearing from you soon. Shake hands. After the interview, within 24 hours, it's important to send a thank you note or email. You can take this opportunity to reiterate why you are a good fit for this position and thank them again.
How are you? I'm Tony Kelly. Kenzie, did you bring your resume for me today? Kenzie, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm a fun person and I needed a job so I can make more money so I can.
Okay. What made you apply for this position and what do you know about this company?
I don't really know anything about the company, but I heard that it's good and I needed a job. So.
Okay. What are some of your strengths?
People like me and I'm a cheerleader, a good cheerleader, and I'm good at everything. So.
All right. What is your biggest weakness, would you say?
I don't really have any weaknesses.
Okay. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years is kind of far, so I don't really know.
And do you work better alone or as part of a team?
Part of a team.
Why is that?
Because there's more people, so you have to do less work.
Okay. So do you have any other questions for me about the company?
No.
Or anything relevant to that? No? Okay. Well, thank you for coming in today, Kenzie. Enjoyed meeting with you.
Thanks.
Hello, sir. Carter Kelly.
Carter, I'm Tony Kelly. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Carter, did you happen to bring a resume for me?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, thank you. Carter, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I attend Richland High School, and I've been playing football for 4 years. I've been awarded the Superintendent Scholar Award 4 years in a row. I'm a part of various honor societies, and this year I'll be graduating with honors, and I'll be attending Texas A&M University with a major in biomedical sciences.
Okay, impressive. What made you apply for this position, and what do you know about our company?
Well, I've been going to the gym there for some time now, and the staff there is very friendly, and I think I'll be able to work well with them. and I'm very familiar with all the equipment. I just love the atmosphere. I have a lot of experience with the equipment. I've been working out for a while. You know, I've been part of football, so I think I'll be able to help you guys out.
Okay. What are your biggest strengths?
Well, I would say I'm very self-motivated, and my biggest one is I'm very good with time management because I had to balance football and AP classes, which was very difficult, but I was able to do it.
Okay. What about your biggest weakness or weaknesses?
My biggest weakness is that I'm a perfectionist, and I try to make everything as perfect as possible, but this means I may take a little bit too long trying to get it perfect, and it holds me back a little bit, but I'm working on this, and I think there's a bright side to it because I know that the job is getting done the best that I can.
Okay. All right. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Well, I see myself graduating at A&M with my bachelor's degree and hopefully moving on to medical school, and hopefully I would like to become a team sports doctor for a team.
Okay.
Professional.
The ambition. Yeah. So, do you work better as alone or as part of a team?
I would say a part of a team, given my experience in football teams and baseball teams, just many sports, and I've been able to create bonds with my teammates, and I think I'd be able to bond with all the workers there.
Okay. Carter, do you have any other questions for me about the job, about the company?
When would I start?
When could you start?
Anytime after school, and in the summer I'm totally free.
Okay. I'll tell you what, we will review your resume and someone will be getting back with you, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Good to meet you.
How did Carter's interview go? What could he do to improve? Here's a sample of a thank you note. Remember, it's important to send a thank you note or email within 24 hours of your job interview. This concludes our interviewing skills lesson. I hope you gained some valuable knowledge from watching this video and you were able to brush up on your interviewing skills. Be well and good luck in all your future interviews.